Breaking. Chaos unfolds inside the Conservative Party amid growing tensions and leadership rift. In the aftermath of a significant electoral defeat to the Liberals, the Conservative Party of Canada is grappling with internal chaos and leadership challenges. The recent election results have prompted a flurry of activity within the party as they attempt to regroup and strategize for the future. The appointment of former leader Andrew Scheer as interim House leader and the ongoing scrutiny of Pierre Poilievre's leadership highlight the fractures within the party and the uncertainty surrounding its direction. Following their electoral loss, the Conservatives have resorted to aggressive fundraising tactics, including sending out emails that warn supporters of a supposed Liberal plot to manipulate election outcomes through recounts. The messaging claims that the Liberals are attempting to flip enough ridings to secure a majority, urging immediate action from party supporters to prevent this from happening. However, this narrative misrepresents the nature of recounts, which are a standard and necessary part of the electoral process, particularly in closely contested races. Recounts are not about manufacturing votes, but rather ensuring the accuracy of results and correcting any minor errors that may have occurred during the initial counting process. This approach by the Conservatives appears to be more about stoking outrage and soliciting donations than reflecting on the reasons behind their electoral defeat. Instead of engaging in a constructive analysis of their performance, the party seems focused on rallying its base through fear tactics, which may ultimately undermine their credibility. The Conservative strategy may backfire, as it could alienate moderate voters who are seeking a more responsible and reflective opposition. Amidst this turmoil, the Conservative Party has appointed Andrew Scheer as the interim House leader. While Pierre Poilievre remains the party leader, Scheer's role is crucial for managing day-to-day operations in the House of Commons, particularly during question period. His appointment signals a desire for stability within the party, as he is seen as a loyal ally to Poilievre and poses no immediate threat to his leadership. This move reflects a broader strategy to maintain unity in a party that is currently more divided by ambition than by ideology. Scheer's return to a leadership role is indicative of the party's need for experienced figures who can navigate the complexities of parliamentary duties while also providing a semblance of continuity. However, this choice also raises questions about the party's willingness to embrace new leadership styles and ideas, as it appears to be relying on familiar faces during a time of crisis. The reliance on past leaders suggests a lack of confidence in emerging voices within the party, which could stifle innovation and adaptability at a time when the political landscape is rapidly changing. Despite Poilievre's current position, his leadership is not without challenges. The Reform Act, which allows for a leadership review, looms over him. Reports indicate that over 100 Conservative MPs have voted to adopt the Act's provisions, potentially paving the way for a secret ballot review of Poilievre's leadership. Such a review could expose the depth of support he commands within the party. A narrow victory in this review could weaken his position significantly, reminiscent of the situation faced by former Alberta Premier Jason Kenney, who stepped down despite technically winning his leadership review. The possibility of a leadership review adds an additional layer of tension within the party. If Poilievre were to face a challenge, it could lead to further divisions among party members, particularly if factions begin to coalesce around alternative candidates. The outcome of such a review could have significant implications for the party's future direction and its ability to present a united front to the electorate. The internal dynamics are further complicated by the diverse interests and priorities of its members. With various factions vying for influence, maintaining cohesion will require Poilievre to engage in careful negotiation and compromise. Failure to do so could result in a splintering of the party, making it even more challenging to mount a credible challenge to the Liberals in future elections. As Poilievre navigates these turbulent waters, he faces the daunting task of keeping a fractured party united. The Conservatives are currently bound together more by their collective ambition than by a shared ideological vision. If the prospect of electoral success continues to diminish, the likelihood of infighting increases. Polling data suggests that public perception of Poilievre is faltering. A recent survey indicated that he trails behind Mark Carney in several key personality traits, with the exception of being perceived as mean, a label that is unlikely to serve him well in the political arena. Such perceptions could hinder his ability to connect with voters who prioritize empathy and approachability in their leaders. Looking ahead, the Conservative Party's options for leadership succession appear limited. Figures like Doug Ford and Tim Houston lack the broad appeal necessary to unite the party's diverse factions, particularly in regions like Quebec. Meanwhile, the prospect of Peter MacKay's return to politics is met with skepticism. Until a more compelling alternative emerges, the party may find itself tethered to Poilievre's leadership. The lack of a strong leadership bench raises concerns about the party's long-term viability. Without a clear and charismatic leader who can inspire confidence and rally support, the Conservatives may struggle to regain their footing in the political landscape. This situation underscores the importance of cultivating new talent within the party and fostering a culture of innovation and adaptability. In light of these challenges, there are indications that the Conservative Party may adopt a more moderate tone in the coming months. This summer, party members may pivot towards a more cooperative approach, signaling a willingness to collaborate with the Liberals on certain legislative initiatives. This shift marks a significant departure from their previous stance of outright opposition. Whether this change is a genuine effort to appeal to a broader electorate or a strategic maneuver remains to be seen. However, it is clear that Poilievre must work diligently to win over Canadians, as his campaigning skills have yet to resonate effectively with the public. The potential for collaboration with the Liberals could provide an opportunity for the Conservatives to demonstrate their commitment to governance and public service, rather than mere opposition. By engaging in constructive dialogue and seeking common ground on key issues, the party may be able to rebuild its image and regain the trust of voters. However, this approach will require Poilievre to navigate the delicate balance between appeasing hardline supporters and appealing to moderates, a challenge that could define his leadership. The Conservative Party of Canada is at a crossroads, facing significant internal challenges and a leadership that is under scrutiny. As Pierre Poilievre strives to maintain control amidst growing tensions, the party's future direction remains uncertain. With Mark Carney's Liberals currently in power and gaining traction, the Conservatives must navigate these turbulent waters carefully to avoid further fragmentation and to reclaim their position in Canadian politics. The coming months will be critical for the party as it seeks to redefine its identity and reconnect with the electorate. The stakes are high, and the political landscape is more competitive than ever, requiring the Conservatives to adapt quickly or risk becoming increasingly marginalized.